Yeah, it's stream time, baby.
Oh.
It's all of us are here. Everybody's here. The crew's back together, folks.
Woo-hoo.
Ooh,
Bring it in, guys.
I don't know where Jeff is.
I'm here.
There he is. Everybody's favorite Jeff. He is also here.
That's apparently not true. I am right there in the middle of the bell curve.
Nice. I'm on like the extreme end of insufferable. Oof.
I'm going to talk a bit so Fafnir can check audio levels.
Thank you so much, Fafnir. I hope it's not.
So everything sounds good.
It's not echoing. Yay, we fixed it. Hey, everybody, we fixed it. Great.
All right.
So now what?
Last episode.
Wait, I need to say something before we start.
A little quiet.
Oh,
just a little. Just a scope.
I'll turn him up.
Okay. I shall rely on the theater kid power of projection.
Yes, there we go. I had to say something before we start. Hey, friends. You know what I am a huge fan of? The ridiculously extreme power levels that are a staple of Dragon Ball Z. Does power even mean anything anymore if you can blow up the entire universe a dozen times over? I'm not going to pretend to know the source of Goku or Vegeta or any other outrageously powerful character's power. Don't tell me. I don't care. It's in my opinion, power should mean something. And maybe obscene power levels should be obscene for a reason, and that's something I've been thinking a lot about before this session. That's all. We can go now.
All right, so
last episode, Scooby-Doo had character development. So much development, he developed into a completely different character.
But it's still just as awful.
Now we got to get used to this horrible design.
I hate it.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
I missed something, didn't I?
You don't remember that?
Oh, you weren't in the last session, were you?
Oh, we have to fill Ellison on what happened last session.
I don't remember you becoming SpongeBob, Lord of the Underworld.
That's Boo Motion Pants. Thank you very much.
SpongeBob?
Mm-hmm.
I guess the short of it, Scooby-Doo went back to try and find a way to regain his appetite, decided not to regain his appetite because that made him more evil. And as a result, he transformed into SpongeBob, a source of moderation.
A force for good and balance.
Instead of eating all the food, he's now making food and sharing it to the masses. See?
He still eats a lot.
I feel like he looks even hungrier than he did earlier.
Right? He looks way more sinister.
It's like Poe. He didn't stop eating food. He just became a lot like smarter and healthier about how he ate food.
Yeah, I'm also really digging Yora's new pog. That's cool, Fafnir. I don't know where you got that, but it's good.
Yeah, God.
Same place I did last time. The Dragon Ball Fusion generator.
Nice.
So, are we going to mention the important thing about the previous session into this one?
What is that? There's a bunch of things that I thought were important.
It's been 2 weeks.
I mean, there's the fact that now it's been 7 years.
Almost.
Oh,
We're getting there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was debating whether or not to go the full 7 years at once.
Yeah, I want to have a quick brief scene before the 7 years, but then do a quick montage, but yes. And also, there was scenes that happened before this that I'll release chronologically, where Panty had discussions with her best friend Ark about all the things that she needs to do to unfuck her life. I'm sure that's going to work out really well for her heading forward.
Oh, wait, no, we got a new pog. No one told me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess we can montage things because I know Yora wanted a specific scene. I was thinking of starting with that.
Yeah.
But we can do a montage instead.
No, I'm curious what your scene is. I don't have like
It will lead directly into the fight.
Oh, okay. Well
Once
then.
that-
Okay. Never mind then. All right. I
So,
would do a quick
montage.
scene before the montage. So it doesn't matter before the montage starts, but
Actually, you start the montage. You do
Yeah.
a scene.
so Panty is excitedly rushing over to Yora's bar, right? Like on her motorcycle or whatever. I don't remember what car she has. I know she traded in the other car because it was too like loaded emotionally, but whatever. And she like pauses and she rushes in and she kicks open the door like in the Lost comment.
You don't have to do that, you know.
And she's like, "We need to talk."
All right, what's this about?
No, you're not doing it. But see, I predicted that your character would already have something to tell Panty in exchange.
Well, it depends on what point this is. If
Right.
this is soon after the last session,
No, it's soon enough for that to be the case. So, I mean, I don't want to tell people what your character or what you've decided for your character. But Panty's gonna come in and this decision has already been made. So,
So is the scene gonna happen, or
apparently
I mean-
not. But
what's Banny gonna say?
Panty's gonna look between Yora and Zenya. That's her name, right? And she's gonna open her mouth to speak, but then her something catches her attention. She notices the engagement ring, and she's like, "Oh, ah, congratulations! I'm happy for you, for both of you. I gotta go." It's montage time.
What are you gonna say, Banny?
She's gone. Zoom.
Zanya looks to you? Is she always like that?
Hold on just a sec.
Sometimes
Are
she's
you
asleep.
consulting a notebook? I feel like that's something you know.
Uh, yeah, sorry, just give me a sec.
I'm treating all of this in character.
What? Yes.
Why would Yora be fiddling with audio devices in character?
You hadn't
Sorry.
mentioned audio devices yet. I just heard, hold on a second, wait a minute, after Zanya asked your question.
I was hoping to do this subtly, but real quick question: do I sound more or less the same?
You sound fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you're messing with input in the first place.
Oh,
Because everybody's breaking up a whole lot, and I'm pretty sure it's my headphones.
Yeah. Also, make sure you got Audacity open, Fefner, because I have to sync our voices up.
Oh, okay. Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Okay, Audacity. Yep.
We'll get to that later. So yeah, now it's montage time. So that happens. And we'll figure out what happens to Panty. Everybody else, go ahead and do your 7-year montage.
All right,
Oh,
well,
I
Janet, do you
guess
want that to be your montage scene?
don't worry, we'll talk about what my montage scene is later.
All right,
in
so
that case,
yeah.
to start this off. You want to go first, Fefner?
I guess so, since we did part of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
So, let's see. A few years after the whole Hannah Bubera thing went on,
Oh,
at one point, Zanya and Aroy challenged Yora to one final battle, and it would, since we're not actually doing this in stream, trust me, it was like the coolest fight. It started at like the site where we battled the space pirates, and there was the graves of the other space pirates in the background, except Bojack because he sucks. And then it ended in like a dormant volcano. It was cool as hell, but then it ended with Zanya proposing to Yora.
Aw.
But this was one of our movies, so technically it was non-canon in the Dragon Ball Z Gaiden universe.
No, Dragon Ball Z Gaiden has a TV show that's not canon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the land before time of Dragon Ball.
Oh God!
That's a sentence.
The movies are canon, but the TV show isn't.
You know, I didn't know there was a TV show, but I'm not surprised there is.
All right, who's
But yeah.
talking about their time next? If you
Wait,
were done.
real quick. So of course that means that technically speaking, now Aroy is Yora's daughter, and then a few years later, near the point at which Fusion Reborn takes place, Yora had a second child.
Aw. Very cute.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
It's not you. It's not SpongeBob.
God, no! That's a nightmare you wake up from. I bet.
All right, so who's next? Pick someone next, Fefney.
Wait, who's the kid?
Let's
What's their
see.
name?
Let's see. Oh shoot, what? Suzume.
Aw, cute.
All right, so next off, I'm sure Jenner wants to go last. So, I'm actually curious about what Karen's been doing since she didn't appear in the last episode.
Not aging.
I was in the last one. I just did not remember the one specific detail about Scooby. Not Scooby. I'm gonna have to figure out.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. there you go.
Booyan.
Right, you fought the dragons. You were in the last episode.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
but
sorry.
you just made the
Karen is-
mistake of thinking that was just a one-off joke. Unfortunately, however.
It's here to
Space Road-
stay.
The Space Road of Bebop Shampoo adds multiple more names to her name list, as well as going on a 7-year-long. She says it's like a training journey, but what really happens is that she decides to collect every unholy marriage of alcohol and caffeine that exists on this planet and drink all of them. This also entails a lot of fighting. These things are probably related. She will occasionally show up at wherever you are, crashing from the sky or rolling out of a bush to ask you if you want to go on an adventure. Whether you go on any adventures is up to you, but she will do it to all of you, and her adventures inevitably involve really, really stupid shenanigans.
I have to imagine that there's this weird side wave of ups and downs for her, where there'll be the time when after getting the drink that she is just buzzing around on an adventure, and then immediately hard crashes into the dirt.
Yeah, she just sleeps on the floor a lot. She's caused several traffic jams in the last couple of years.
For 16 hours at a time, just black out.
Yeah, she'll just sleep in the middle of the road, and
God damn
a little teepee of a little tent of swords.
It's been 7 years, but you're not sure how much of that you were conscious for.
But she has no idea. She figured she left you guys a week ago.
I also like to imagine that all these extra names, Karen just carries her birth certificate around with her, and it has her legal name printed on it, and then she adds the other names in crayon.
And then just staples more paper onto it when it gets full.
Yeah,
It takes
there's
about
some names that have been marked out.
yeah. She has and real talk. I actually have been adding them steadily along the way.
Yeah,
Basically, every
you
time that
mentioned
we do
that at
another-
some point.
Basically, every time that we do another session, she gets another name. But yeah, that's what she's been doing. What is?
I'm sorry, I'm looking through this now. It's an actual paragraph.
I
and
know.
You put in the ones who walk away from Omelos reference.
Right, let me
I don't
look
get
at
it.
this.
I don't get it, but I respect
I
it.
can't believe it's here. Okay, so
Okay, it is Space
There is
Ronin
an-
Bebop Champloo, aka Illustrious Awu, aka Isekai Karen the Runt, Princess of Planet Okami, Wolf the Ravenous, Four Loco Cur, the Wall of Swords, the Snack Stealer, the Queen of Gremlins, Dumpster of Fools, Mad Top Deck Lass, the one who did, in fact, walk away from Amilla's and then went back and walked away again, but not for good reasons, but rather because she was bored and it sucked and there were no Four Locos, at least the least good dog.
You have to say them all every time you address her from now on.
Or else you won't respond.
Right. To call her by
She
her
tried-
full
Okay,
name.
so you've had an eventful 7 years.
Yes. What did 2B do?
Who's talking about their time next? Also, if your characters didn't do anything, you can just say that.
Jeff.
2B?
Who's going next?
Oh,
Alice?
I'm next?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alice
I
said
said,
2B.
what did 2B
All
do?
right. So,
Oh,
in the last
I'm
7
sorry, I didn't
years,
hear that.
2B disappeared, and there's this new android here now for some reason. What the hell? Hold on.
Oh
Rip.
no!
Oh no!
Oh, no!
I don't get it.
Soon.
I don't
Hey,
get it.
Jeff, that game came out 3 years ago, honey.
Too soon.
Ah, shit! A pet name slipped on stream. We continue.
That's it. That's the whole thing. Just all
I don't
of
get
it
it.
happened to happen.
So 2B retired and went to live in a farm upstate.
Sure. What helps sleepy night? And I'm currently adjusting my character sheet to modify it.
Great.
Can someone explain to me what's going on?
No.
Karen definitely calls you
Play
calls
Automata.
B2 B3. Assuming that it's like a sequel.
I don't have anything to play it on.
Okay, so Jeff, who's doing this impromptu 7-year stuff next?
Let's go. Just Jenner and Breadmaster now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go, Breadmaster.
I think I like Scooby Boo when he's not working as a cook at Yora's restaurant, which I can't remember the name of anymore. Shoko Ocha. Okay. He's taken up a bunch of new hobbies to replace his insatiable appetite.
Does he start playing tabletop games? Do we get meta?
No.
Do you have a D&D session within our D&D session?
No.
So here's this game called Carpet People.
We're gonna play
I think
Ryutama Sis Panty, starting the whole cycle all over again. Sorry. Go ahead, Breadmaster.
Even though he's like become technically more of a better person, he still likes to play pranks on people. He's still kind of mischievous.
Mhm.
So sometimes he gets up into shenanigans with Karen and such.
Mm.
But he's not, putting entire restaurants out of business by eating them entirely out of stock.
But man, whenever somebody goes to yours restaurant and asks for a couple of ice cubes, look at you're only getting one.
Damn. Trolled.
And I do think that
Alright.
he can go back to being Scooby Boo if he needs to. He doesn't do it very often.
It's just the shape.
It's
not
just a
the
form.
same.
It's just one of my forms,
So you still have that electrical shock somewhere.
Only as Scooby Boo. That's one of the stunts. I've given myself new stunts.
Okay. So finally, the miserable existence that has been Panty briefs.
Oh boy. So for 7 years, Panty largely sticks to herself. Not completely. She definitely goes on that adventure with Karen to keep her out of trouble and whatever. And she hangs out a bit with 2B until 2B disappears and then this new android shows up and then she hangs out with this new android too. She shows up, she does show up at Yora's wedding and she doesn't drink or become a sloppy mess or say, like, interrupt at the point when if anybody has anything to say, doesn't do any of that. She sits there quietly, tries to be happy for them.
Did she go straight edge?
Apparently.
Is she still babysitting her parent?
She occasionally babysits her dad's. I think Goten is born by now, too.
Yes.
Yep, they're like 8 and 9 or 9 and 10.
Yeah, so she occasionally
They're
babysits...
awful gremlins now.
Yeah, she occasionally babysits her dad. Sometimes she brings Karen because she's going to be babysitting. She might as well just do the ultimate babysit.
Oh my god, is it time for the start of the Boo arc? in Dragon Ball Z?
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
I think by this point, it's probably ended, which means there would be a point in which everybody died.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Fusion Reborn is kind of at a weird point timeline wise, so I'm just pretending it is the very beginning of the Boo arc.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's supposed
can
to
we take-
encompass.
Let's go get in that tournament.
Panty
Remember that
doesn't-
guy we threw chess pieces at
Yeah.
years ago?
Panty
He's
doesn't-
hosting it.
Panty does not go to that tournament. Panty doesn't even do a speech or anything for Yora and Zangya. Even if asked to, she just passes the mic off to somebody else and leaves. Her +1 is arc, but it's clear they're not like dating. He's just there for moral support, looking at her with concern the entire time. And then she just kind of disappears, just hangs out occasionally. Sometimes she shows up and tries to be friendly, and she spends these 7 years just trying to get over it and be happy for Yora and her wife. And she fails miserably, but she's trying her best. And there may or may not be a scene at this point. I'm not sure where it's going to fit in the timeline, but I'm not doing it right now. I'm sorry. I know I promised I would, but if it goes here now, I'm going to squeeze it in the video. If it goes later, that's where it goes later. But I am going to have to sing, so look forward to that in the future. But for now, that's where Panty is, sulking in her house when everything goes down.
Okay. We've already spent more time on these 7 years than Toriyama ever did.
Hey, let's not forget like the however many years between the end of original Dragon Ball and the beginning of Z there were.
Mm-hmm.
That's only like 4.
Really?
Gohan's only like 2 at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z.
He's slightly older, but yeah, he's weirdly young. He
But
is baby.
anyways, so for my actual plan, for a certain definition of planned session, we start during something you kind of obliquely referenced, Fafner. Zangya wanted to visit the space pirates' graves again,
Mm-hmm.
and she's taken you.
Makes sense. Even
Wait.
though I'm kind of involved in their deaths, but it's a warrior thing.
She's
It's
a
actually an
former
honor.
space pirate. That happens. This is not the first crew she's lost. It's not the first time. And it's not the first time she's joined up with someone who killed her previous crew.
That's how space pirates roll.
Well, see,
Okay.
killing her crew is what made you own her, and that's why she's your wife now. Anyway, this is
She's
awful.
not a bottom.
Stop. I'm so sorry.
But she stands over like each of the graves, like folds her hands, waits a bit, then goes to what looks like an empty spot between graves, spits on it, and then stomps on the ground for a while. And while she didn't bother marking the area, it's pretty obvious this is Bojack's area.
Mhm.
Yep.
She says, I never really had a good boss. Being a space pirate and all, good bosses are pretty hard to come by. But he still
There wasn't
somehow
much-
managed to be the absolute worst.
There weren't many opportunities in the space pirate business anyway. There was Bojack's crew and Tellus's crew.
They fucking died too.
They even had a even more convoluted plan, and it didn't. And see how well it turned out for them.
Yeah, we kill a lot of space pirates, I guess.
We've only killed like a dozen.
But as she says, as she makes that comment about Bojack being a terrible boss, you hear, "Yar! I
No,
don't think you've been giving me enough credit."
he's a ghost.
I punch him.
Yar! Oh, my face.
You know what? So my plan for this, by way of adapting all the bad guys breaking out of hell, was to just treat them all as advantages. You each get to make one overcome roll, and then whichever ones don't get overcome get used by Janemba. You overcame Bojack. He's dead again. You punch him
He
straight
just
back to
rises
hell.
from the grave, and I just fucking lower cut him back into the earth.
Yar, that's what you.
Did I mention that Yora has floof hair now in the montage? I don't think I did. That's
It looks
important.
so
She has floof
good.
hair.
Is it her mom hair?
I guess
As
so.
long as you started doing your hair. Doing yours there.
That works perfectly.
Alternate
Yes.
take on this joke. I'm thinking of that one scene in One Piece where a zombie comes out and Luffy just quietly whispers and shoves it
Pushes
back.
it
In the like, no, stop,
No.
go back.
Rest in peace means you stay there.
All right, so
I-
Bojack's down. That was
I have a-
quick.
I have an aside question. When you went to visit the graves, who did you leave the kids with?
PNG.
Well, Aaroy's a teen by now, so
Yeah, but she's a teen, so
she's got an N64. There's just a baby to her side, and she's still playing Star Fox. Loves that Star Fox. Can't get enough of it.
But is SpongeBob currently working at the restaurant?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I have to ban it now because she took the day off. I have to take over. And
He's
because
the most consistent worker here.
Well, in that case, you hear another person come in.
Ah, heck.
Yamcha, what are you doing here?
I work here.
Oh, sorry. Get back to your shift.
Okay. Oh, hey, Goku.
Oh, that's Goku. Man, it's been a while since I've
Upon
seen
being
Goku.
called Yamcha, he immediately
Just
starts saying,
Oh, you're the guy I
Wow.
blew up on.
So this is the mighty Majin Buu.
I go by.
I remember the last time we met, you used to brag of your appetite, and now look at you.
I brag
How
about.
much of this food do you even eat anymore?
I mean, I'm on the clock right now, so I can't eat my customers' food. That's not what they come here for. That would be a really weird sort of streaming service where you get to watch and subscribe to someone eating food on stream. Hang on, I gotta go write something down.
He yells, "Stop ignoring me," and punches through your grill.
That was.
You never took
My
anything
grill.
seriously. It's a disgrace.
I think you take things too seriously, and now look what you've done. You broke. This is why we can't have nice things.
You broke grill.
You broke my grill.
I feel like this is about to lead into your overcome roll.
I'm just going to disappear for a second. Like it's the oh man, the sort of blur.
I just want to say
I-
that SpongeBob's stand is totally Guy Fieri. But do continue.
God damn it.
No. We're not doing a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure RPG yet.
Okay.
As SpongeBob in the form of SpongeBob, I am much faster and flashier than before, and so I just kind of and appear behind him, grab his face, and smash it down onto the remains of the grill, which were still on and hot, by the way.
Ah.
Oh
Pleasant.
no!
Nice quick roll.
And Space Pirate Tullus attained the level of pseudo Super Saiyan God, has been destroyed by a grill. You picked the right time to complain about power levels, Jenny.
Don't worry.
Yamcha, we need a new grill.
Oh, fine.
Until we get a new one, can Poir act as one?
Okay. Just terrible
I was
cat
gonna say
grill.
Poir just hides behind Yamcha.
Come on, Par.
I'm
It's just gonna be
I'm
for a
sure
day.
it's going to be the quickest one. So A2.
Yes.
Who's A2?
The new android.
I'm
You
still
meet
totally lost.
another somewhat mechanical life form.
Can I help you?
God, I only really thought about dialogue for 2B. So I was gonna say he just like falls from the sky and tries to grab you,
Let me roll.
saying
first.
something about like finally a body I can use.
Let me see.
Oh,
Not
no.
very good. I'm gonna reroll that because I am
Sure.
extremely aggressive. I
That
want
was
to-
-3.
Yeah. Nope, we're doing it. Ah, come on, man.
I mean, it's slightly
Ugh.
better.
One better.
I'll say that succeeds because I want this to succeed.
Alright. What does this thing
Because
look
I'm
like?
picturing.
I can't really see that pog.
Here, I'll make it bigger.
Oh, it's one of those like those guys.
I'm huge.
It looks awful.
It's,
He big.
it's the mech the
It's not
brain was
real,
in,
though.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it looks a bit like
Real-
Lavos. Sorry. Like the
World's
Lavos,
strongest.
the inner Lavos.
That's like yeah, maybe. She's like, I don't got time for this shit, and she just grabs it and just like heaves it.
Gasp!
Into the horizon.
A cuss. 2B would never
I'm
cuss.
picturing like this, like just before the commercial break, this guy lands down, screaming at A2, and then it cuts to commercial. And when it comes back, you just grab him and suplex him to hell.
I would have said thrown him
You
into
thought
the
this
sun.
was a cliffhanger? She was never in danger at all,
No,
actually.
never at all.
All right. Suppose it's time for my other joke one. Where did Karen go?
She's up by 2A. Or A2,
She was
sorry.
hiding behind one of my
Yep, over here.
Yeah.
GM layer pogs.
Yeah.
So as you're wandering around the city in what looks to be an alleyway, perfect. Somebody approaches behind you. A lot of people coming behind you.
Wait, me, right?
Yes, you.
Okay, she's literally dumpster diving.
I can't believe, brother, we were defeated by this gremlin.
Jenner already said all your names, so I can't do the joke I was going to do. Well, if it isn't Space Ronin Bebop Jam Blue, aka.
You can still do it. Go ahead.
I don't want to. That's not doing
Frieza
it that many
wouldn't do
times.
that.
Funny. Well, it's cool.
That's cooler.
Oh, hey, cooler.
Are they just standing there awkwardly watching me look for four
They're
locos
saying all your
fans?
names, and they say, "I was taught to fear you, but now I have no need for fear."
Karen, are you in the garbage again? What have I told you about that?
Look, sometimes they have good shit in here.
She's not in the garbage. She is the garbage. Jeez.
Dang
My God.
At least clean up after yourself. Don't leave like scraps on the floor.
She's like poked out of the garbage can, just looking at this pool, like, "What are you doing?"
Cooler creates a large red fireball above his head.
Karen,
tosses
are you
it at
fighting it?
you.
Are you fighting the bums in the alleyway again?
I'll fight.
Death before
He says,
dishonor.
"It's time for me to prove that I have nothing to fear."
She just blinks at him, like, not
All right,
really
make
sure why
some
he's
sort of
doing it.
overcome roll.
Okay, she's gonna like let him do whatever, and then when he's like at the height of his whatever bullshit he's on, she's just gonna like summon a bajillion swords and just rock it out there and like become a rat king of swords.
That is a terrifying image.
That's 101, so that'd be a 6.
Turns out I have plenty to fear.
I fear
I'm
swords.
getting
I fear
long.
swords. I always was the taller brother.
Your one weakness, 100 swords.
99 swords. He wouldn't be bothered.
Damn it.
Well, 99 red
Alright.
swords go by, I guess.
Uh-huh.
God damn it. So
Where'd he
where do
go?
they make balloons?
So,
I'm not
anyways, Panty,
Yeah.
you're not done?
What?
Oh, I was
I
like, where'd he
thought
go? I'm
Ella
not.
said she wasn't.
Oh, I said, where'd he go? I'm not done. She's just gonna chase off after him.
You get back here and clean up that garbage can.
Mm.
You ruined my dumpster dive.
So Panty's probably hanging out in her apartment with Ark, you know, drinking and watching television and trying to repair the time device, the time viewer.
You said in your apartment?
Yeah,
All right. I couldn't tell if you said apartment or park.
apartment.
Well, in that case, you get a knock on the door.
Oh boy. Can you get that for
The
me?
door explodes.
So Ark gets up and gets the
Who's
door,
with
I
you?
guess. Ark
Ark?
is there, her BFF buddy.
All right. I'm not sure if Ark would fall for this, but I need this to happen. So he comes back in saying, "This person said that he knew you. I didn't recognize him though."
Oh. She looks up and looks at this guy and goes, "Oh."
It's my ex's dad.
She looks
Oh
back at
my
Ark
lord.
and says, "Ark the bat," and Ark says, just tosses her the bat.
I'm covering my backwards, you owe me. You're late. Also, you're not getting your
Jiro is in the middle of some speech of like, "Now I'm back and no one you love is safe." And you just go, "Ark bat." He goes, "Oh no, not the bat."
She chokes up on the bat. It says, "Yeah, about that."
Oh, why didn't I come back in my android form?
She meets his eyes, and she says, "You're right. Nobody I love is safe." Pow! It's a 5. My pride is on the line.
Well, that's for attacks.
Oh,
I
this
think
is an
that's
overcome.
fine.
This is an overcome. Okay, it's just a 3 then.
Yeah, stunts are very specific, and nobody made overcome stunts because I never make that. I never let you use overcome rolls.
Yeah,
But a 3 worked for A2, so a 3 will work for
yeah.
Jiro.
And as
So
he's batted into the stratosphere, she'll toss the bat aside and said, "But they will be." And then she'll just
And
sit
he
back
hits-
down.
he intercepts Cooler.
All right, so after all this, and that's pretty much how the bad guys coming back went in the movie.
Yep.
All jokes. But Dende is now running around looking for help.
Do you want a kids menu?
He's like an adult at this
Run
point.
into A2.
Oh no, yeah, he's a teen now.
What do you want?
Oh,
free
2B,
man?
I'm so glad Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm looking for somebody to help.
Hey, 2B, have
You
you
help
seen
us
Yara?
out?
Get out of here! It's my scene.
Fred Matthew, you can't be in every scene. I know you have a lot of comments, but God, please.
It's okay. We got this.
Can you help, or should I keep looking?
Well,
I
for
can't
something
find
that
anyone.
she was obligated to help with, I suppose that it will fall on me now. What the fuck do you need?
Then he looks for a second and goes, "Yes, she was obligated. Definitely."
Well, A2's
Um.
not very smart, so she'll believe that.
I'm digging this darker,
Problems.
edgier Jeff. Sorry, go on.
We're having problems with hell. The people in hell are in hell for a reason. They're supposed to stay there, but now they're getting out. And if we kill them, they just go to hell so they come back.
Well, that's
It's
pretty
really
messed
bad.
up.
You could say that all hell's broken loose. I'm so worried about my job.
She absolutely rolls her eyes at that.
Well, the good news is we know who's causing the problem. The bad news is he's very big and very tough, and no one can fight him. I don't know where Goku is. No one ever knows where Goku is. He just vanishes for years at a time.
Well, I mean,
It's
someone
ruining
needs
Gohan's
that-
life.
Someone needs ass kicked. I guess I can help you.
Oh, thank God.
Just point me in that direction.
Looks like Yora was within listening distance.
So, hell, huh?
Oh yeah, big fiery place you can't miss.
Hmm. Anything else you can tell me about this guy? Any descriptors? Because sounds like there's going to be a lot of people I'm going to have to punch out of the way to find this guy.
Oh no, you also can't miss him. He's big, yellow, and can only say his name. Don't worry about it. You'll know who it is.
It's Pikachu.
So I have bad news. I couldn't find a good picture of Hell from the Fusion Reborn movie because it looks very different. That didn't also have the character in the picture. So just ignore the non-Pog character.
Okay.
Well, he's just doing the old RPG trick of just being the background with an invisible sprite on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot to put you guys in, so if you can put yourselves in.
Oh. Yeah. This is oppression.
Janemba.
The fuck is that thing?
It's bullshit. Is what it is.
Gonna guess Janemba.
I hate this so much. Can we kill that thing? I hate it.
Oh, I'm huge. Oh, there, I'm good.
He gives Yora like a thumbs up when she guesses Janemba.
Great.
Oh,
All
Yara,
right.
I left Yamcha in charge, so if you need to dock my pay, I understand.
Yura takes out a phone. Hey, Aroy, sweetie, make sure Yamcha doesn't burn the place down, alright?
You're gonna get
Okay,
signaled
thanks.
to hell. There is no stuff with signal hell. Let's be real.
She contacts Aroy through Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Slides into her DMs.
Twitter is definitely in hell.
Oh yes.
Is she in her teen rebellion phase where she won't answer text, but she does read your Twitter?
Roy went through like a prepubescent rebellion phase, so I don't know what her teens would be like.
Well, it's just that, but hormones on top of it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh god. So, anyways, Janemba is going to make the first strike. He shoves his hand, well, he curves his hand into a fist and punches directly above him. But his arm disappears and instead strikes Panty.
Okay.
Oh no, he's Bayonetta.
But he doesn't
Kind
have
of?
hair.
All right. So here's my attack.
Wow!
Right.
That's
Oh,
a
dear.
0.
You're.
Could roll worse, except if you use your best stat, then you literally can't.
I mean, I want the dice to cooperate with what I want to do here. And Panty is a different person now. She's here, and so she's not responding forcefully to this attack. She's just gonna respond carefully. She's just gonna carefully push it away. And I still rolled better, even carefully.
You gotta
You
watch.
just kind of sidestep it.
All right. Well, in that case, Panty, you take your turn, so you have more chances to screw up because I think you want to screw up.
I want to screw up bad. So Panty did bring her sword, and she just kind of takes a moment because these bad guys will always stand around and wait long enough for you to do what you need to do to sharpen her sword. But then she will rush in and give him a old choppy boo, chop chop. But
What?
again, she's not doing it forcefully. She's doing it quickly. And it's still rolling pretty well. Thank you, dice. This is going to not be great when it comes time to be really cool. This is upsetting me, but we'll see what happens. Fafnir, I'm scared.
Janemba's going to try to dodge with his teleportation nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have this as being careful.
Yeah. So Panty's a time
You're
traveler.
okay.
Panty's a time traveler from the future. So she starts her swing, He teleports, but she actually hits where he was gonna be because she knew where he was gonna turn up.
All right, who's next?
Let's go with Yora.
All right. Well, I am gonna say. You know what? It's been a while since I've used the classics. Yora is gonna use her key mines real quick. You know,
Yay!
just test the waters.
Ah,
make
back
sure
to an
she
old
can.
classic.
It's been 7 years.
Mm-hmm. No, she used key
Alright.
mines at her wedding as like a like a
Holiday
decoration.
flavors.
Appropriate.
Instead of throwing rice, you
they threw key mines.
So that's an 8.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Wait, he can't be here. Jesus can't be here. This is hell.
No, this is where Jesus went when he died. You didn't know that?
Yeah, he was here for 3 days. He left it a 1-star review on Yelp.
I went to hell and all I got was a Home for Infinite Losers shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, Home for Infinite Losers is a much better idea of bad afterlife than
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So yeah, Yora's just like, it's been a while since I've been in a fight. I better just make sure I've got the old techniques down. Then they're just after images everywhere, then orbs, and she's like, still got it. Good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so who's next?
I'm gonna say A2.
Hello. Well,
Hi, Pencil.
I am going to kill you.
Your name is A2. Come on.
All right. I'm going to throw the pink creature at the enemy.
Oh,
That's my
what?
thing.
Is this an assist? Am I assisting you?
No, you're not.
Okay.
Willingly.
I think you can give up your roll to add +1 or +2
That is a
to another
5
roll.
with my stunt.
All right, he's gonna just try and swat Boo out of the way.
Ooh, a tie.
Oh no, it gets stuck to him.
Well, no, it's not quite a tie because that is a 5.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So, I am on top of my foe.
Too stressed. It's now your turn.
This is. There wasn't a plan, but if there was, this would be according to it. And I'm going, I'm going to be an annoying little shit and just run all over its body, just trying to disorient and tire out this horrible creature. And I'm gonna create advantages flashily, and I have a new stunt that gives me a +2 to it.
All right, go
By
for it.
overwhelming the senses of my enemy. That's a 5.
All right. Yeah, that can be with style. So overwhelmed Janemba. 2 free uses.
Nice.
It's now Karen's turn. Alice gave us standing orders.
To summon her stand.
I am
Says
here.
I attack the nearest. Oh, hello. Just in time.
I am attacking the strange large boy
The large
He's
boy.
with another rat king.
just
swords.
getting so much bigger. He is increasingly big.
This large
Yes,
boy.
Hello.
It offends me.
Very
I wish you
good.
would stop doing that.
All right.
If you want to take him out, there are some advantages on the board.
Right, but let me make my roll. He's going to try and dodge this by instead grabbing you and putting you where the swords are going.
Oh no,
So you
my
either
soft
fall
fleshy
off
body.
or get hit by the-
Oh no.
Oh no, my
Okay.
soft fleshy body.
So you can still tap one free invoke of each advantage and deal 4 damage. Which will hit the third stress box and my first consequence box. And all my stress boxes will be filled by that point. So at that point, any damage will do a consequence box.
Nice.
So just the first, just one of the key mines.
One key mine and one overwhelmed Janemba.
Yeah, I'll do both. I'll do that.
Okay. So so he tries to like move you around to get rid of the swords, but he keeps getting distracted by Sponge Boo. And then once one of the swords hits him, he falls over into a key mine. They just went from bad to worse.
Remember.
Which translates to, "Oh, jeez, I'm having a rough day."
Ah, heck.
I imagine he has like a voice like Golf from Dark Souls,
Mm.
where you throw the thing and it makes the very good.
Yeah.
So who hasn't gone?
It's back to the
You,
top.
you were the last one.
Oh, I guess it's the top of the round then.
Yep.
I guess Big Boy goes next.
Give him a chance.
Remember. Pikachu.
All right. The camera zooms in on Janemba's face.
Ah!
That's horrifying.
I love it. It's bigger.
Camera two. Camera two. Camera two.
He looks directly at the camera and says in perfect English, "Do you think this is a fucking game?"
Oh shit.
He still has a hold of Karen. He's just going to slam her into the ground.
It's time to slam jam.
Whoa. Well, could be better.
Well,
Could be
yeah.
worse.
Could be worse. He got a
It's a
3.
3.
All right, Karen, time to defend yourself. You're being slammed into the ground. How do you respond?
Defend yourself.
Rise from your grave. Sorry, that was
We're all
awful.
in suspense, Alice.
Alice.
I had to relocate. Oh my god. Why is it so huge? I don't like this. Why is he just a face?
Bigger.
Did he just
I
turn into a
noticed I
Starbucks
can make
man?
that talk very easily, and I thought it was funny.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, you're defending.
Well, you're defending.
Yeah, you're being. Geneva is now just smacking you into the ground because he never let go of you.
I think she's just gonna try to tank it.
And she does.
Nice.
Style
I'm
on,
picturing-
style on him.
Wow.
You like jam your swords into the ground ahead of you, so he can't actually shove you into the ground. You break your
just like,
fall with a sword.
Yes, and just hold up by the swords like I'm doing like a sword push-up. Not today, weird baby Satan.
No, Mr. Satan's
Alright.
very old, Karen. You should know that. He's going bald. It's very sad.
I don't know anything.
That's Karen's catchphrase for sure.
All right. Karen, you just went, but do you mind taking another turn? So I think it would make sense.
I'm okay with it. Now that I've stopped my fall, I think that she's going to try and summon more swords to just stab the shit out of his hand.
Pop him.
Just absolutely mince this fucker.
Big old balloon. Oh.
All right. Geneva's going to try and use teleportation magic to move both himself and the swords to the point where you're not sure which swords you're still controlling. We have this be clever.
Oof.
Oh, that's a Yamcha roll.
Yeah, Yamcha it.
Yep, that's a Yamcha. All right, so that's
-4.
+3.
Up
If you do-
above in Meat World, Yamcha is like, "Oh hey, I found a penny. Neat."
Bar's like,
Let's see if you do
Yamcha,
that, you take him
the
out.
restaurant's on fire. What did you do? I found a penny.
I forgot to give him a consequence, but I can say that you use it. I'm going to say this close-up is the consequence.
Mm-hmm. Up close and
Unsettling.
personal. Yeah.
So that's 5 damage. So that will hit both of my other consequence boxes. If you use every advantage, you can get to 11, which will take him out.
Yes.
Please.
He's very overwhelmed.
Please get rid of this face. I'm begging you.
Yes, I do want to get rid of this face. I'm going to take all those advantages.
Energy mines just fly into him. Half the time they don't even really need to move because he's gigantic by this point.
Mhm.
Why is he growing?
That's
Because
a
I
good
think it's
question.
Don't worry about it.
Well, that takes out Janemba, doing more and more damage. He starts to shrink
Right.
more and more until he is replaced.
That doesn't seem too bad. Oh, he's still
Oh,
alive.
he's pointy now.
Oh, it's the chewy nougat at the center of the thing.
It's
How did we get from point A to point B here?
it's just Greninja as a dude. It's just anthropomorphic Greninja.
It's Toriyama's Greninja. Oh, I know him. He's garlic. Right? That's garlic, right?
Janemba.
Looks more like an allspice.
That's all his name is. He doesn't talk, he just laughs, and I can't quite do the laugh, but that's fine. Because before the fight can even start,
Oh no.
Ah! My inner bypass has come back to haunt me.
What the hell is? You know what? I didn't want to know. I didn't want to know what that is.
Janemba and Scrappy look at each other, both smiling
no.
dementedly.
Oh no.
No!
They then get a very solemn look on their face and nod and
No!
line up next to
Oh no! This is going to be so cursed.
Fusion.
No.
Hey guys, should we stop them? Maybe? Like, you know, do something.
God
Okay,
damn
no.
it.
I don't
Oh,
like it.
God.
Oh god, I hate it.
I'm
No,
leaving.
I hate it. Jeff, please, we can't do this without you.
It's like, the fuck it. And then she just looks over to A2 and like, wait, who are you?
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. Who's this person? Where's 2B?
No, this is 3B, right?
Oh, okay.
Hey, bro, please don't do this right now.
All right. So
Okay,
now that,
son.
some
I
of
know you're
you
in there.
have seen the fusion dance twice. I feel like it's time.
It's
You know,
fusion,
maybe we should try that.
It's fusion time. Heck.
I feel like there needs to be some lead up. Gotta get our butts kicked a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
It sounds like you just volunteered for that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yours like, we can take this guy. We beat both of them, right?
I'm playing
Before.
games. Please stop. Go. Shoot, please.
Janembu throws his sword ahead of him at you, Yor,
No.
but it vanishes before touching you. He's right behind it, so he punches you, and then the sword teleports behind you and stabs you.
Oh, geez.
Oh wow.
Nothing personnel, kid.
All right, so yours just gonna try to flashily create a barrier. All right, here we go. Hey, that actually worked well.
Oh wow.
I don't think I have a stunt for flashy defense, though, do I?
I don't know if I want to keep messing with scale because I feel like that's just asking for trouble at this point.
Ah, come on, do it.
Yeah.
No, it's gotten like so bloated and complicated. It's not fun anymore.
Okay.
You
Like,
just do a
low
little
is
more
fine.
damage.
Okay, fine, but here's the thing: there is one specific thing that I know is going to raise the scale.
Mm-hmm.
So, Janembu is scale 1, boost the attack roll by 1, and shift damage 2. So that does 3.
Okay. So yeah, that barrier looks pretty good, looks impressive, but then it just pierces the barrier completely and Yor just goes flying.
Okay, maybe we should do that thing, Yora.
Panty responds to Yora going flying by going after her and crouching down beside her and checking her like with concern, and then looking
Don't
back.
grope her.
No,
What is this?
Yora
don't
gives
bring
a
that back
thumbs
up. She looks back
What is this hot
over
nonsense I've become involved in?
at
Oh, it's
Shinobu, and she looks down at Yora and says, "You know what they've done, right? This is that thing you keep talking about.
Yeah, fusion dance.
Can
Ugh.
can we do that?"
You know, I had my doubts before, but considering I don't know what Janemba is, but he's probably not a Puyon. So maybe it's possible.
She looks over at the rest of the team, and she says, "Hey,
I picture Janemba is in a 1-on-3 sword fight.
yeah,
Play 2 with her sword.
yep,
Karen with her 1,000 swords, and SpongeBob with his spatula.
yep."
Yep.
Panty turns to the rest of the team and sees this and just shouts, "Yeah, please, buy us some time for a minute. I need to talk to Yora." And then
So
she
like an episode or two, or what?
she helps you to your feet, and she looks you in the eyes and she's, "Yora, you need to allow me to say what I need to say."
All right.
She glances aside and, "Look, everybody here but that thing currently blowing up hell already knows this already. But up until now, you, I, and the rest of the team have just been able to play like it's not what it is. However, the moment you fuse with me, we won't be able to pretend anymore. You'll know exactly how I feel. Honestly, you already do. There's no going back from this, Yora, so I need to tell you, even though you already know, that I'm in love with you. I've been in love with you for a long time. And maybe you don't understand just how much I love you, but you will the moment we do this. What we're about to become is something more powerful than that asshole over there. It's more powerful than either of us. Yora, the power of my love for you could destroy the universe as we know it. It could kill any god. It could end existence itself. This man doesn't know it yet, but he's already dead! And so is this charade.
I think she's exaggerating. I don't think that's actually true.
No.
Less talking, more fusing. We're kind of being beaten here.
Take this seriously. Get a real sword.
and then they fuse.
Okay. Real quick, I just want to make sure I have Audacity up and I'm recording now, so
Dude,
just say
terrible idea. God, the Dragon Ball Gaiden Kai episode is going to be unlistenable.
we're gonna cut this out.
It's gonna be great.
Oh,
So-
I get it. That's why you're recording your voices separately.
No, I'm referring to what's about to happen. That double audio is going to be a nightmare for me. I don't know why.
I mean, only I have to speak for a bit, right?
Yeah, it's good.
All right, so we'll just sync real quick.
3, 2. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
3, 2, 1,
Sync.
Sync.
Okay, there. All right,
I
so
didn't know how many of us needed to sync, so I said sync also.
yeah. Okay, so
Quick,
Pay close
name it.
attention.
Name this thing.
There's a thing you have to say.
yeah, real quick. All right, so this is sort of like combining fighting poses and water ballet. So, gotta have her hands in the opposite direction. Step closer. Turn your arms towards your partner. Take more steps. Lift your knee. Turn your knee. Then turn to your partner.
Oh my
Move your
god.
fingers like this.
Panty does it as best as she can, and yes, there we go.
In the
Fusion,
background.
ha!
During that explanation in the background, Janembu has A2's arm is just punching her in the face. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
He ripped off her arm and is hitting her with it.
No.
No. It's just the stop hitting yourself thing.
Oh, okay.
This is beneath me.
All
And
right,
yeah,
Panera.
the moment Yura fuses with Panty, Panty wasn't lying. This love is really powerful. This is just big deal love. But it's all yours, Fefner.
You do it. Why would you get bigger? I don't get it.
We're normal sized. Come on.
Yeah, I just want to make these pogs bigger so it's easier to see them.
All right.
None of this. I don't know if Earth was really worth all the trouble.
God, you're saying all the things 2B used to say when she first got here.
All right, so Panera, there is a line that Fusions and Dragon Ball have to say.
I am neither Yora nor Panty. You can call me Panra.
Like the bread?
Take this seriously.
So,
You must
My
not know me
character
very
just
well.
confessed her love, and you're all a bunch of bitches.
Welcome
You're-
to our group.
Yura didn't even react. My feelings are hurt. We'll deal with it later.
You're busy. It's
all right, so are you making an attack, Panera?
I think why don't we just start by dodging? We're drawing aggro.
Okay, so you already won a fate point. And instead of you attacking, Janembu will take a second turn.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so yeah, he's just going to lunge forward with a sword.
All right, I'm going to quickly dodge. Oh, come on, really? Nope, we're gonna use that point we got to reroll. This ain't happening.
Aw,
goddamn
what the
it, are you
hell?
kidding me?
I knew it.
Well,
You know.
I guess I'll just
You're still getting
evoke You're
used to
Too
the fusion.
Slow. I'll do the You're Too Slow aspect to bump that up to a 5.
Yeah.
So
Spending
It's-
2 fate points right out the gate.
God, this is the problem with
Thanks,
dice-based
Roll20.
systems. Is that the dice sometimes have different plans, right? So you could do something stupid and it'll succeed, or you could try and do something cool and it won't. Gah. All right, keep going.
All right, now it's your turn, Penra. And the way we're gonna do this fusion, I've decided, is that Fafnir gets to decide what she does once, and then Jenner gets to decide what she does once.
Okay.
Fusions
Yeah.
get 2 turns, 1 for each component, basically.
Yeah.
the action economy.
all right, so
Okay,
that's
so which
on
one?
you.
Okay, so Jenner, you're going first as Pandra.
Am I? Okay. Let me look at the stats up. Did you put them up on the sheet? Okay.
Yep. They're up above.
Yep.
Yeah, very top.
Okay. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Okay, let me look at her sheet. Okay, so yeah. So Panra's upset. So she's not, and like Panty, she's not gonna fuck around with this. But like Yora, she's not this violent force, so she's just gonna manifest these bladed gauntlets because they're cool, and just zone in like there's after images as she zones in and like punches at this guy, but actually zones through him, and it's behind him, actually hitting him in the back forcefully.
There we
Yeah.
go. And that's an attack, right?
Yeah.
So we get a +2 for that because we're forcefully attacking.
Yep.
And our
So that's
pride's on
an
the
8,
line
and
after
our
that
pride
last
is on the
It's on
line.
the line after that last round. Let's see. Because this has caught him so off guard, and you're doing such a weird thing, he has to just like dodge them as they come. So instead of tanking them, he's trying to like dodge each one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 4
That's
damage.
4 over.
So that's consequence box and 1 stress box. So now we gotta come up with a consequence.
Behold the power of fusion.
He's just got like keyholes in him. Just have energy gauntlets that hit him all over.
A keyhole. That sounds like it needs a key.
Oh, Fefner, are you gonna make the joke?
I mean, it's your joke. I wouldn't
Oh,
steal
Fefner, I want you to make it. I'll make it later. It's a fucking hilarious joke. I'm so proud of it.
I don't know if this can really be incorporated in any way, but I will say one of Jinembu's aspects that I gave him is just what the actual fuck. I was trying to think of a way to turn that into a consequence, but I couldn't. All right, so Jenner, you get to decide who goes next, and you can just hand control off to Fefner.
I could, but I won't. I don't want
Or you
it to
can
just.
hand it to the other three who can make a bunch of advantages, and then Fefner can kill.
I don't want the canonically most powerful character in all of Dragon Ball Z that Fefner and I just created together to just dominate this session. So I'm gonna hand
But
it
that's how
off.
fusion fights go.
I'm gonna hand it off to Sponge Boo.
All right, SpongeBob, you've got your trusty spatula.
You know, I don't think my trusty spatula is enough here.
I'm not fusion.
I'm going to have to use.
Get away.
You see, over the 7 years, I trained with Dende against his wishes to learn a secret art of the Namekians called karate.
God damn it.
I'm so upset.
I'm so mad.
I get a bonus to cook it.
I like to think when you first showed up, Dende's just only response was, "Wow, you've gotten worse somehow."
The second day I showed up, he just said, "No, go away." Because of my boundless energy and enthusiasm, I get +2 to quick attacks through the use of slapstick and karate.
God damn it! I'm so mad.
I'm just gonna go for the shins. I'm gonna get him. Yeah, that's a 7 to your shins.
Nice.
Half of you is me,
Alright.
and I hate that.
Janembu is going to do another teleport thing. What he's going to do is going to teleport everything besides his arm to the ground. His arm is going to grab you and then throw him to the rest of himself on the ground, or throw you to the rest of himself on the ground. If this works.
Oh. So I have a 7, and you could shift up once. So we tie.
So it's a tie,
But that does create a boost for me.
right? But there's a consequence on him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'll do that.
Okay, so that's 9 to 6. Which I can boost up 1 and then shift harm down 2.
Damn it.
So don't do that.
Yeah, actually, I'll take the boost, because the boost is more useful in this instance.
Yep.
Instead of nothing, yes, it would be.
Yeah. Well, you can also
Tubi, don't
use.
promise me.
How dare you?
You could also use a fate point to use one of the other advantages if you wanted to do damage, but yeah, you get a boost. Do you
I'll
just
save-
keep
I'll save
that arm? Is that the boost?
Hey, it's my arm now. I'm gonna run away with it, hooting and hollering and yodeling with it.
Theoretically, he could get it back, but
The boost is just my arm now, fucker.
No. Off-screen extra. My arm.
It reminds me of that suspicious vampire Tumblr post where they're like, "Is that your blood?" And they're like, "It's in my possession."
I have blood, yes. It is your blood. It is blood that I have, yes.
All right, Tubi. Let's see what your sass can bring.
Ugh.
who is to be?
I am just going to unleash I'm gonna create advantage because
Aw.
Ah!
Right now.
I'm gonna make everyone else's pogs bigger because
I'm tiny.
All right, that's a 6.
Oh
I
God,
am
don't make Scooby
blasting
Moo
the
big.
advantage by taunting and swearing at this creature
The
and making it feel
cusses.
bad about itself.
The cusses.
You know, I don't know if I'm totally with this new behavior 2B is showing.
Look different.
I wasn't prepared for 2B's gritty reboot.
Is she going through a phase?
Alright.
Swear so much.
so you now have a taunt advantage.
Yeah, I think I am drawing attention to myself, which is making it distracted.
Oh, you're our tank drawing aggro.
No, that's not what I am at all.
No, that's Panra's thing.
Yep.
All right, so I can guess who's next.
Yeah.
All right, Karen,
Passing
time
off
to
to
do a
Karen
thing.
or Panra.
Alice, are you
Alice.
still going?
Oh,
If she's here,
I'm so
yeah, she said back. Okay,
go
Okay.
nuts.
so what do you want?
how many? Let's see how many advantages we have real quick.
We have a consequence of boost and an advantage, so that's +6 when Pandora takes her next turn.
Yeah, I think. Mm, I think I'm just gonna go for the direct attack because why not?
Mm-hmm.
You know, fuck it, YOLO.
You could fuse with me.
Wait, who
You
said
don't
No,
have a pop
no,
for that.
don't. Don't.
Wait.
I don't want to.
What up?
I don't want anyone to
What up?
fuse with Boo right now.
All right, make your attack roll.
All right, she's just no nonsense, just attacking, like dead on.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Well, Janembu is going to try no nonsense defend and just attack you out of the air.
Okay,
Ah.
that'd be cool
I
too.
forgot to make that a command.
Check this out. Our 4DF plus 5. What are you gonna
4DF
do
plus
about that?
Oh, I'm still
Andy
missing an arm.
Farm's Show from the World Ends with You.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's a 5 versus
Well, it's
6,
not a
but
Yamcha,
unfortunately-
but
That's a Krillin, I've decided. Because he's not
not-
actively failing, but he's also not doing great.
he's
At
trying
least
his
he
best.
didn't explode.
Well, the good news is I can shift that up by 1 and then shift Tarm down by 2. So you don't do anything, but you do tie. So
Get a
the
boost.
attacker gets a boost.
You
God,
take
so
his
much
other
boost.
arm.
Yeah, I think I take his other.
Taking my arm.
Whee! Just two ugly gremlins running around with the arms.
You have to make that consequence disarmed, you know, for the maximum punnage.
Hey Karen, let's thumb war fight.
Someone else's thumbs.
Absolutely.
Yes.
This is the worst thing. Pandora, end this fight, please.
Well, it's your turn as me. Us.
All right. Well, you say end, but technically, since it's top of the turn order after this, I could make another advantage,
Mm-hmm.
and I will.
Oh God.
And then
I'm
just
going-
pass off to yourself.
Yep.
Jesus. Yeah, I want to see your advantage, though.
So I'm going to flashily create an advantage. I think like blue energy will just like pass through Panra, and then she's going to tap her foot on the ground, and that's basically just going to create a whole lot of key webs around that I can activate when I want them to. All right, come on, Flashy, please do a thing. Bomb.
Wow.
At least it's a 3. It creates something in universe. This is cool, even if the dice don't agree.
Fucking dice.
Well, it works, but the animation on this cell is just so bad.
All right, 100-meter emerald barrier. Got it.
All right, so
Paraffin barrier. I forget what they call it.
Paraffin? Isn't that what they used to make candles?
That's paraffin.
I thought that's what you said.
I said hierophant.
Oh,
We're
as in
making a
green.
JoJo reference. This is what Kakyoin did at one point. Anyways, so now you're passing control back to yourself, right, Fafnir?
Yep, gonna just bounce the ball over to me.
Yep, so I gotta establish that a certain ability that I've decided Panra has is canon. So I can do it later. So,
Oh, she has a cannon?
yes. Energy manipulation is easy in this form. So much so that when we use it in fistfights, we get a +2 when forcefully creating an advantage by punching the key out of somebody.
Yeah.
So Panra is just going to frickin' strike the key directly out of this guy. And
Are
as
you
she
Fist of
does,
North starring him?
she's going to just smugly announce, "Key
God
is
damn it.
stop. Key is stored in the brawls." Pow!
I hate it.
Oh my god, that's a +8. That is a hella good advantage.
All right, advantage. Key is stored in the brawl.
Are you gonna pass it
Alright.
off to yourself again?
I can't. We can only do it this once. We can only
No,
juggle.
that was
you
top of
can
the order.
pass back to Fafnir.
Oh my god. Okay, well, off you go, Fafnir.
I assume that's why Fafnir passed to you and not back to herself.
Yep.
All right, so we have several advantages. Time to destroy this
You-
man.
You have 6. This roll has +12 to it.
Please erase Scrappy Boo's existence from this universe.
So Janemba turns his attention back to the person who just punched all the energy out of him. Panra smirks, just says, "You're about to say, Negra, to you."
Right?
mama.
Close enough.
Whatever you said, you cut out a bit. My internet connection is bad.
The internet in hell is awful.
Hell gets.
All right, so let's just forcefully punch this guy. Our pride is extremely on the line. Please, God, let this
Come on,
roll go
dice.
well.
Ah,
All right,
it's
it's
not
6.
bad.
That's decent. All right, roll your defense and let me dunk you straight to second hell.
All right. He's
Hell
gonna try
squared.
and do. He's gonna try and like teleport out of the way of you, but he keeps accidentally bringing you with him. I'm gonna guess because yeah, that's
Oh.
+12. So that's 11.
Okay, so I initially have a 6 over his 5, so that only does 1 damage. So let's see what advantages we have.
Oh
So,
yeah, that's 13.
6 plus that consequence. Is that alright if I just use both those arm boosts? Oh, it is? Okay, good.
Yep.
Can we say that in universe that's Karen and Sponge Booth like grabbing the arms and punching Janembu with them?
I like to believe that they're
Stop
like
hitting yourself.
like
Stop hitting yourself.
swinging them at his arms, like foam swords, right? Just hitting him with his own arms.
So if I take 1 from each of the currently in use advantages, that's me at 18 over his 5. And I'm also going to say, you know what, this fight's going to be over. We still have 2 fate points. We did do the "you're about to say" line before that, so I'm going to get a +2 from that aspect. And 1 more left. Why don't we just use one of those key mines? So that's us at 22.
Yeah, 15 would have like at 13 I was going to fudge it. It
Stop, he's
technically
already
wouldn't
dead.
have done it, but now at 15 that definitely does it, and at 22, like I'm gonna have to bring this guy back in the next session just for him to die immediately again.
Yeah, the recap is just a long shot or like a repeated montage of how many different angles we show of his death.
All right. The one thing I need to know is, how does Taunted by A2 factor into this?
That's how all this started.
I think
He
A2's
goes
just
to like strike at you, and A2 just says, "Hey, Shinambu, look at me."
yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah,
Bitch.
I think A2 just. I can't speak for Jeff, but I do think that's a very good A2 thing. Just be like, bitch.
And so yeah, he's got no arms. I feel like both Karen and Scooby Boo just like wind back the arms and punch him with his own arms.
Mhm.
As okay, let's see. So 100-meter hierophants. Okay, so key mines gonna hit him a whole lot as we punch him, so it goes flying back into his own fists. And then I'm going to say his own key that we punched out earlier is now a key mine, and it explodes. He's already full of holes. That's self-explanatory. And 100-meter hierophant barrier. Penra snaps your fingers, and all of these strands of ki just thicken, and he just passes through them. He is in pieces.
He has to like be cut into pieces, and then the pieces start to fade away and vanish.
What happens when they unfuse right now at the
We're never gonna know because his body is completely entirely destroyed.
What if
There is not a molecule left of Janembu.
C'est la vie.
I feel like A2 is not smart enough to make that observation either.
I'm so glad that you made it it's canon that Panra says French words. It's really good.
Yora, that's French.
What's a France?
It's where that guy salsa was from, even though we didn't do the accent because it's kind of a problem.
Oh, it's a planet.
Right. And with that, the fusion eventually runs out.
I imagine that planet has one hemisphere that speaks French and one hemisphere that just has an Australian accent.
Mhm. So yeah, the fusion splits. And
I
Panty
want to live on the border of those countries.
just steps away from Yura. And
I'm sorry, before this gets too dramatic, I have to point out Breadmaster, that's canon. Jason's also come from the same planet.
I know.
what?
I forgot about that.
The guy with the exaggerated Australian accent and the guy with the exaggerated French accent come from the same planet canonically.
Sure.
It's either a planet full of just those two accents or a planet where everyone has a unique but different accent over the top.
And they're all awful. Anyways, back to seriousness, Jenner.
Yeah. So, I mean, it doesn't get much more serious than that, Panty. I mean, Yura knows exactly how Panty feels. It's powerful enough to destroy everything we know. So Panty just steps away from her and doesn't really say much of anything. She just...
You can all find your way out of hell, right? We should.
I mean,
talk
we did it
elsewhere.
once before, didn't we?
No.
Oh,
No,
that's
you
right.
guys went to the other place.
The other hell.
I don't
Well, we can see
know-
the snake way from here, right?
I don't know what any of you are talking about.
Oh, by the way, whoever you are, you seem like 2B, but maybe you're not. We're in hell, so that means you're technically dead right now.
Don't blow her mind!
Go to hell physically.
No,
It-
I want to see what happens.
Stop. A2 will see you
You
around.
know, in a cartoon, when someone punches someone in the face, they just like implodes inwards in this like a fist and like just like the lines. That's what happens right now.
Oh.
There's no face, just A2's fist, and then sponge boost.
Good. All right.
I'm leaving. I'm going back to Earth.
Goodbye
Okay.
forever.
Hey, Karen, do you want to go see King Kai for a bit?
Who's
I have
King
no
Kai?
idea who that is. So
Yeah, exactly.
He's
Gonna
got a
go-
sweet bitchin'
Alright.
car. You'll love it.
Go party at King Kai's place.
No, this seems like a sequestered scene now. So it's just
Just
Yeah,
Yura and Panty
okay.
in hell.
Chica's children in hell.
5 feet apart because they're gay.
What if we
Because
get
they're
to
really
hell?
gay and
We
one
have
of them has
both
issues.
And the other's married. So. Well
Yeah.
then.
So, you don't owe me anything. You already have everything you need, everything you want. It's okay. It's fine.
Mm,
I'm fine.
yeah. Oh boy.
That's in character from going on. No, go on.
Oh, absolutely. Uh, well, I suppose you also know that I have trouble sorting through emotions. I've said that repeatedly.
It was in her house.
Yeah, I know everything now about how you feel, and yeah,
Eh, well, here's the thing. I don't know if my love for you is romantic, but you are a really special person to me. I need to ask you something.
of
Was I,
course.
well, prominent at all from the world you were first in?
I was you were everything to me in the world I was in.
Well, I mean, in general, you know about that Goku guy, and he still exists on our timeline. But was I there? Were the Striders even there?
In a way. Um, so this thing that we just did, a nasty fucker, uses it for evil. He blends the entire Strider unit into a conglomerate, horrible atrocity, and it kills Goku. It kills everybody. It almost kills me. And I wasn't then able to do what I needed to do because it was you. You were in it.
Was I, though?
I don't.
Here's the thing. I don't. Maybe the Striders were there, but sometimes I think about in another world what I'd be like if I never joined up with them. And I wouldn't be the woman you see standing before you. I don't know where I'd even be.
This you wasn't that you either. But that doesn't change my feelings.
But I suppose I need to thank you then, because there's a lot of different timelines that could have been, but actually enjoying my life, and I feel it's maybe not directly because of you, but certainly time travel shenanigans helped.
So far, it didn't hurt anybody it wasn't supposed to.
So, what I want to say is, at the very least, I know you mean the world to me because I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Missteps and all, granted, but something made this timeline the way it is, and I'm thankful for it.
It wasn't something I did on my own. I had help. But you're welcome. We. The person I am right now won't be the person I am tomorrow, and it won't be the person I am 100 years from now. It won't be the person I am at the end of everything. We're all ships of Theseus. We all change and we all improve as people. We have a lot of help along the way, so You're welcome, but no, fuck the butts. You're welcome. And thank you for who I am. And who I'll become.
And I think you're a hugs, Panty.
Panty stiffens for a moment, but then hugs her back. He's like, fights back tears, visibly fights back tears. Makes some very pained noises, like tight squeeze.
And I don't. It's not entirely up to me, but I think that's where that scene would probably end.
Yeah.
Yep, makes sense.
Great.
All right. We spent more time in the 7-year gap than Toriyama ever did, and we gave more more thought than he ever did.
We
We're on a
made
roll tonight.
Fefner and I made literally the most powerful character that will ever exist in Dragon Ball Z.
Also, the joke I wanted to make was that for Yora's vows, she just 1 second and said, "Yeah, same."
Shaking my head in real life.
But all right. That does it for my planned content.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Karen, you want to go joyride in? Karen, do you want to go on a joyride with me in King Kai's car? I know how to drive.
You mean the one I already stole?
Oh yeah, you don't know how to drive though. Let me drive.
But it's
She
no
doesn't-
fun if you
She
don't
doesn't
know
have her
how.
driver's license. She can't.
Neither does,
around a
neither
tiny
does
planet
Sponge Boo.
while he runs behind the car.
You guys just chasing after the car. See, here's the thing. If you three are the ones that show up, King Kai has not met any of you.
I'm not there. I'm not hanging out with those crazy.
Oh hey, King Kai, you remember me? And I turn my face back into Scooby Boo for a moment.
Ugh. Oh God, worse. It's even worse.
Hey, we
It's
took
a
care
good
of
thing I'm
Bojack.
already dead, otherwise I'd wish to be dead.
Oh wait, because his planet blew up, does that mean he doesn't have his car anymore?
He saved the car.
Oh, okay. Phew, that was close.
He couldn't save Bubbles, Gregory, or himself, but he saved the car.
Checks out.
Thanks,
He
Goku.
heroically tosses the car off into space and just goes and gets it later. All right, so that's the scene that plays in the credits. It's just a montage of SpongeBob and Karen stealing Kai's car.
Joyriding around the planet.
Okay, hey, maybe if we give the car back, he'll teach you the spirit bomb.
I can have a spirit bomb?
What could go wrong?
Ooh.
A whole lot of things.
I think it's more of a Four Loco bomb, though.
All right. Well, I think that's it for the stream.
Thanks for watching, if anybody did. The
Next up is
scene.
going to be high school filler, and then after that's the last fight, and then an epilogue session.
Yeah, the scene that
Wow.
was supposed to happen will in fact happen after this, and I'm a coward. I'm not gonna do it in front of all of you. I'll do it in front of Loka off stream. But it will happen, and it will be in the video at the end of this. So I will sing. It will happen. I can't escape it. I guess as Panty and Yura are leaving hell, Panty just says, where do we go from here? Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. I'll see you around. And she heads her separate way. The end. Bye.
Everything she need in this game.
I'm stopping streaming now. Woo!